I make this work to be in kinship and in solidarity with trees, with forests, with rivers, with birds, with moss, mushrooms. My name is HIRA NABI and I am a filmmaker and visual artist from Pakistan. Wild Encounters begins with breathing and dreaming as a way of being in attendance in a forest and showing up and being present and kind of sharing energy. So Wild Encounters is one of the works in How to Love a Tree. And with Wild Encounters, I really take time as a kind of starting point. So thinking about temporality and opening it up, thinking specifically about the temporality of the forest. When I was making walks in the forest and spending time in the forest, I realized that time took on a different essence and its physical impact upon my body felt different to, say, time in the city. And I wanted to note it, I wanted to pause with it, I wanted to feel it, I wanted to record and measure it using things other than calendars or things other than the clock. And so I started to really pay attention to how the forest is living in time. And also at the same time, I started to ask myself this question of the possibility of being in multiple temporalities. So how do you, say, share temporality with a tree? And so that tree might be 500 years old. And how do the tree and I kind of coexist on the same plane? And can we? And what can that mean? In the work, I think with ghosts and ancestral time and deeper time, and also extinction. Extinction as a way of thinking about disappearance. Deborah Bird Rose writes that extinction extinguishes times that are yet to come. So it's disappearance out of time. There's a poem by Adrienne Rich where she says, what kind of times are these where it's necessary to talk about trees and to talk about the disappearance of trees? And I take that statement and I also work with that and I respond to it in a sense, because I think that what kind of states or what kind of people are those that make trees disappear, that make forests disappear, that turn them or transform them into something else? To my mind, I don't think they're very different from the kind of people or the kind of policies that make people disappear. I'm presenting forests and trees from a place that I come from, and to invite people, I think, to sit in that, to immerse themselves with these trees, to breathe with them. But also really I'm asking for people to think on their relationships with the trees and forests that they engage with, that they are familiar with. To really also think about, I guess, the multiplicity of temporalities that one can inhabit. I see this work as a way to offer attention.